What up, people? What up, people? Back to business as usual. On my way to do my jobs. My monthly account start over tomorrow, but I got something I got to do today. So let's get those done. Got to go to 3 different cities today. TikTok done restricted me from going live, I guess because I'm driving. But yeah, TikTok's restricted me from going live because I was driving. But I'm just like, you got truck drivers who drive all fucking day and y'all ain't restricting them, but as soon as I do it, it's a problem. But it's all good. I don't like TikTok no ways. So I'm gonna stick to Facebook. I mean YouTube. I'd rather build this up before I build up anything else. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, please. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'm on my way to Georgia. Well, Fernandina right now, then I got to go to Georgia. I got a lot of work to do today. But we're going to get it done. Even though the gas prices are changing, you still got to go put in that work. You still got to go put in that work. No. Life don't change. Well, it changes, but you just got to keep working, man. Sometimes you feel like hard one day, but then you got to get out here. Still got your car payment, still got your rent, light bill, everything is still due. Nothing changes. You know, I was thinking about something the other day, and I look at a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people who have become successful, and you know what I realized? What I realized, those people are the people who is willing to go get information, use it, and go further than the last person who got that information. And I noticed that was my problem when I got information, but then I turned around and I realized, like, damn, I didn't use it to the best of my ability. That's why I'm not becoming successful. A lot of people like consistency, but it takes consistency. It takes you to take that information and go look further than what the eye can see. Like, I watched this guy named Don. He's like this fitness guy. He built the company in 2017, And now he's like buying properties and stuff all over the world. And I'm looking at another person called Randall Pitch. Started a brand called Live Fit. Started out training people. Then he went to making six figures with a t-shirt brand. But what they did, they took the information and they ran with it. They went further with the information, tried to find out more. And that's why most people are successful and we're not being successful, because we only taking the information and we're doing the bare minimum with it. You know what I'm saying? You can be consistent, but if you're not trying to find out more than the bare minimum, then you're not going to be successful. Like, I can get up every day, my brand called Copelic, window cleaning Copelic, detailing Copelic, whatever. I can name it whatever I want to name it. But if I do the bare minimum, what should I expect to get out of it? The bare minimum. Okay, you can buy, hey, a nice video. What are you going to get? You're going to get the bare minimum out of what you put in. So when you get information, if you get information and it does not excite you, you don't get excited about using that information, going to seek further information. It's like ChatGPT. The more you ask ChatGPT, the more in-depth ChatGPT go to get you information. So if you ask ChatGPT one question, you're going to get one answer. So as you keep seeking information, use it, implement the information that you got. And I'm looking at, this is why those people that I watch on YouTube are successful. They took it, they implemented it, and then they did it their own way. That's why they're successful. And we're not successful because we're doing the bare minimum when we get some information. Be consistent, use the information, don't do the bare minimum. Go all the way. I say if it don't make your mind want to know more, it's not what you're supposed to be doing. If it don't make you want to strategize on how to be better, how to get more money, you don't need to be doing it. But then it also, your spouse, who you with, who you're married to, who you go with, the energy they give off when you're in the process of being an entrepreneur. You have to vet the person to pick the right spouse. Because like I say, if you got a spouse that's nagging you about you being out, being successful, trying to be successful, it's not going to work. If you got a spouse that's like, hey, I'm going to come over into his world, see what he's doing, see how I can help, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be successful. Because what I'm looking at, those people whose spouse was willing to do something in the beginning process of them being an entrepreneur, being successful, those are the people who become successful. When you got somebody nagging you about not being home, nagging you about doing this and doing that, you're not going to make it, because you're now frustrated and thinking about what they stressing you out about. You know? Yes, implementing is more important than information, but you gotta have the information in order to implement something. Man, I'm going 81 miles per hour and the sheriff just passed by. Looked like he was going faster than me, so I guess I'm good. But I don't want to be out here every day. See, I don't want to be out here every day breaking my back to do a freaking job when I know I can build my business up to have other people do the job, delegate the work to other people so I can be successful. You know? I wake up every morning, I'm at work every night trying to see how can I be better. You know, I'm not putting to my job, then I put it to me. I just can't do it. People like, why you not getting no sleep? What are you doing? Why you look tired? Cuz, man, I can do something that's gonna help get closer to my dream. You know what I'm saying? When you're younger, you're not thinking about going to get money, going to be successful early. You're thinking about just living life. But when you don't have people around you to push you, to have you think different, all you're going to think about is having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get around people that's doing what you want to do. You got to get around people. Oh my God, don't do. Okay. You got to get around people that's doing what you, already doing what you want to do. You got to get around people that's going to help you change your mindset to become a better person. So like I started out, I was not, man, let me tell you, I was negative. I was going through so much. But when I got on the job and I met people who was being successful, that had something going on, those people helped me change my mindset. I went from a negative person to a person who now, like, oh, entrepreneur. I woke up with a positive mind. And now I see when I'm in certain places, in certain rooms, I affect everybody around me. I'm not there to be liked. I'm just trying to put everybody on the same